to work, but figured I'd go and show this before we clean it up. You know, I'm skeptical of everything and everybody and everyone and everywhere. So before I clean them up and get them all taken apart, I figured I'd go ahead and show. I mean, I guess I got them on video too. So we're on video up there, so you can see the actual real time. If you want to watch it, you can see the real time from when I pulled it out of the bore over to when I make this live video right here. So, what's up, guys? I mean, there's no way that this is a 100,000 mile engine. Not a chance in hell. Not gonna happen. Not a chance in hell. We got spun rod bushings like a mother, locked up. One of them, you can see the grooves down in here. It was making metal, and all of them are spun a little bit. All of them are.
I think these are the only two that are good.
This one's, well, these two are good.
7 and 8.
7 and 8 were good. So what this does, I've documented these before. When the bushing goes out, it rubs on the piston and it grinds material away from the piston. So when it grinds material away from the piston, that aluminum is going somewhere. That aluminum is going through the bearings, through the low pressure pump, through stuff, right? Remember the main bearings we had back there with the big grooves in it? Very well could be just a nice little chunk of aluminum coming out. So yeah, it probably is I mean, who knows, 400,000 miles or something? Who knows? I mean, who knows how many miles are on it? But what it really does, I mean, I got to clean the rods and torque them back down and then spec them. You know, I've checked new rods. New rods are maybe half a thou bigger. Yeah, this is a nice surprise right here. Yeah, that sucks. These, you know, we'll check them. I might make a video while I'm measuring them. You know, new rods from Ford can be about a half a thou over spec. You know, I've seen that where, so I actually got new rods and I measured them just to check to see what the factory, what OEM calls good for sizing compared to the manual. So I went ahead and I got a bore gauge and got it all set up just for rods. That's all I use it for. And we'll see. We'll see. I mean, but I got to clean them up. I want to get the oil all out of the mating point. These are cracked rods, so yeah, just get them all cleaned up, get them torqued back together, and then spec them. If the big end checks out, we can put bushings in the little end. We do not want to put bushings in the little end until the big end checks out, because then bushings are, yeah, I'm checking you guys out, yeah. If the big end doesn't check out, we're done. It's trash. We need new rods. I need that new rod. Need a new rod. But if the big, I mean, that's just what I do. I'm not gonna correct them. We're not gonna get undersized bearings, oversized bearings, whatever the hell they call them. I don't do them, so I don't know what the hell they call them, the right term. Of course, I need to put them on a table. Of course, this is by no means is. I mean, it doesn't look bent, or does it? I don't know. We generally don't have issues with bent. It's probably just riding on the bushing stuck up. But I do not correct the big end. Just ain't worth it. I've seen too much bull crap with it. If the big end's bad, just a new rod. You know, and it's a fine line too, because rod bearings, I've went through this before. Rod bearings, let's say for the whole set of rod bearings, I think that, Julie, how much are rod bearings? The whole set?
A whole set of rod bearings?
Like $100?
Yeah, they might not even be that. They might be about 60.
Okay, so
the bearings and bolts are probably $100.
Okay, so we got $100 for bearings and bolts. All right, just right off the bat, no matter what happens, that charge is there, $100 for all new bearings and all new bolts. Okay, you can't get around that. $100, period. Let's say we recondition it, recon it, and put new bushings in. Go grab some of those bushings. Go grab one. They're right back there. let's say we recon it. I mean, pressing it out, putting a new bushing in, that's not so bad. I mean, we're probably gonna want, it ain't that bad, probably 10 bucks a piece, maybe $15 a piece per rod to do it. So add another, I mean, honestly, add about 100 bucks. Just add another 100 bucks because it's a tapered rod, okay? Pressing, it takes tooling to press that in and out because it's tapered. If it was square on one end, it'd be nothing, be gravy, easy deal, but it's tapered. No, we have new ones back there on the table, on the bench, underneath. No, over there by the guide seat machine. On the left. No, left. Left. She don't know where she's going. The bushings themselves are about, I mean, you can figure 10 bucks a piece for the bushing. So there's another 80 bucks. Just round it up and call it $200 to put new bushings. These are the bushings right here. All right, I have the bushings here in stock. I have them. We can put the tapered bushings in. They're Molly bushings. Just playing about 200 bucks. Figure $200 to put new bushings in. It's a fine line. I mean, if the big end checks out, we can do that. But even if the big end does check out, you're looking at about $300 total. So $300 will do new bushings, new bearings, and new bolts, and press them in. Then the problem is sizing them. See, I haven't bought a rod machine yet just because I don't do too much. We send them off to get balanced. So we got to size it. This bushing right here, when we are done, if we put bushings in, that bushing will get sized to that individual wrist pin for that cylinder. If you're following me, because, you know, they're down to the 10th. So, yeah, so, I mean, what I'm getting at is there's a fine line between just buying new rods. I mean, if we're at 300 to get them all halfway reconned, and then let's say, I mean, he's probably going to want 20 bucks a piece. You know, figure another $200 to size it. Probably. That's what I'm talking about, John. That's what I'm getting at right now, is the difference between, obviously it's cheaper to recon them, obviously, but not that much cheaper. You know, we got, let's see, to recon a set of rods and to size it and to do everything would cost you probably about $400 to $450. Probably. It's going to be let's just, you know what, just round it up. That way there's no surprises. Let's call it $500 to recon a set of rods. 500 bucks. That would also get them ready to install, right? That would buy the bearings. I'd buy all new bearings and new bolts. I know the bolts get torqued to 50. They're not torqued to yield. I don't care. I throw them away. Every single time I tighten them, I get new bolts. So, you know, we're at, call it 500 bucks by the time we size the rods. I mean, we're not even talking about balancing because we have to balance them anyways. Balancing's a completely separate deal. That's about 500 bucks too. That's no matter what. That's included in the cost. That's what we're doing. That's it. Reconning the rods is not. You know, that's something that, you know, I mean, at a 100,000 mile truck, you know, we shouldn't have the bushing spinning out. But who knows? Shit, I don't know, guys. Just throwing it out here. You know, say we drop 500 bucks to buy. Okay, what I'm getting at is when you buy a new rod, it comes with bolts and bearings included. So that's why I'm throwing that out there. When you the rods are shy of $1,000. They're not $1,000. They might be 900 or something like that for a set of rods for the whole set. It comes with bolts, bearings, the bushings already. Well, I don't know, John. I mean, honestly, what might be happening, this is where the metal was coming from the pump. That shit that was in the pump. But obviously, you know, I mean, we've got cooling jets that squirt right into there. I have done a couple of trucks where we would drill holes in the top. New ones, no issue. I mean, you know, but I have done them where I've drilled holes in them. That's what I'm saying. I mean, well, it's a fine line. You know, if this was a 100,000 mile truck and we only had 1 or 2 spun bushings, then it's like, well, you know, I don't know. Let's go ahead and pop the bushings out, throw new bushings in. If this was absolutely a 100,000 mile truck, we don't know. I mean, these we don't know how many miles are on these rods, so I don't know. So, shit, I lost my train of thought. I don't know. But thought I would show them. I mean, it just, you know, it's at times, it really, really sucks to be looking at stuff, right? It sucks to be detailed. Damn it, guys, I'm sorry. I mean, it sucks to look at shit. I mean, that, you can't overlook that. I mean, you can't. You know, I bet it presses out pretty easy. I mean, it's got to be, you know, it absolutely would be an oiling issue. Now, what I've been kicking around, I've done it, but I haven't adapted it to do it to every single truck, is put an oiling hole in the small end. The only difference with that was, yeah, you can't overlook that. Yeah, Robert, you can't overlook that. That's, I mean, no. But, oh, pistons, no, you get new pistons. Yeah, no, the pistons were already included in it. Pistons are cheap. They're about half the cost of rods. Rods are freaking twice as much as pistons. But we already had pistons in your deal, John, so you're gonna have new pistons. And then you'll be able to, maybe we can pick the worst one or take all of them. I mean, you'll get mementos of this. You know, we'll have the rods cleaned up and maybe put it on the piston here. Because this one right here physically would not spin all the way backwards like that, because the bushing locked up when it was in the pin, and it was it would only lean over about that far because the bushing was hitting the piston. So yeah, I mean, it was making metal. So hang one from the bumper, something. I mean, this is wall art right here. These need to go in your garage. You know, honestly, this is a very, very big deal. I mean, you guys, I know you guys see a bunch of these, and I do a whole bunch of engines. I rebuild a bunch of engines. I do a bunch of pistons and rods and all that crap. I don't ever want to take this lightly. This is a big freaking deal. Buying all this shit and rebuilding the engine. If it was me, man, this is my truck. Shoot, we can clean these all up and we can make something out of them. Or, you know, you take it to the house and put them in the garage. You know, I mean, this is wall art right here. Because all this is coming, I mean, honestly, if we go ahead, if you're going to give me the green light, we go ahead and buy rods, then this is all wall art. I mean, you can go build some shit out of this, you know? I mean, hell. Needs a spotlight and everything. Hell yeah. Oh, but I don't know. I thought I just had to show it, because we're almost done with surprises, John. We are almost done. I mean, we are almost done. Camshaft. But you know what? Honestly, if we have a camshaft issue, I have got, oh, my hands are all nasty. Hang on. Candy dishes for gearheads. I've seen people use them for cigarette ashtrays. Funny. If we have a camshaft issue, we're all right. I got camshafts. We're fine. So camshafts are $200. That's not a big freaking deal. Who gives a damn? Crankshaft, I imagine, will be fine. I might bar it over a little bit, spin it around, and let's see. Yeah, I quit smoking too. I actually quit smoking about May of this year. I don't know, those of you that have seen the videos from before, I used to smoke like a train. Then I got all sick, went in the hospital for about 4 days, and came out and was like, well, shit. Yeah, John, you quit too. Holy crap, we're a bunch of quitters. Bunch of damn quitters. Shoot. Julie's smoking. Yeah, she stinks too. Damn stinky ass cigarettes. They stink. But you know what? Nobody likes a quitter. Freaking quitter. Julie.
What?
All right, guys. I'm getting back to work. We're gonna yank this crank out. Look at that. All right, guys. Damn it, Robert. You're gonna quit too, huh? I like smoking. I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. But, you know, it does stink though. I don't know. We got our floor is going in our house finally. Right now, as we speak. He is there putting floor down. Which is pretty cool. We're about to actually have a house again. Holy shit. Oh my God. Maybe we'll make a video showing the house. I don't know. But I got to get this out.
Room to have a truck rally out there.
Oh yeah, we could have a rally out there. Beer, because I like to chooch so damn much when I drink. Oh yeah. Man, I can't drink beer. I'll drink a gallon of rum and Fireball. But you throw 3 beers down my throat and I'm a freaking mess. I'm screwed up.
Here, Levi, I'll show you these two.
Oh, I don't have Wi-Fi set up. Shit. No, I don't have nothing there. Like, we got power and water. All right, guys, it's time to yank this crank out. I'm gonna get it cleaned up, get it put back in the pallet, get that sucker. It's got to ship out today. We got to get it out of here. Shit, we got to buy some pistons. I'm just gonna get some 20. Oh my God, John, think about it. Oh, how did his engine harness look? Oh, not yet. We'll look at the engine harness in a minute. Let's yeah, let's not look at that yet. I think I don't know. I'm already, God, I don't know. We'll look at the engine harness in a minute. We're in a rod shock right now, so let's just get out of rod shock and then we can look at the engine harness. Let's call that shit rod shock. All right, that's it, guys. Time to clean this shit up. John really kicked us around. I think everybody on here probably is, we're all probably on the same page that, you know, for $300 more or even $350 more. Yeah, take a break and get to work. I don't drink. You don't drink? That's it. Yeah. I mean, I wish there was a place you guys could, you know, we could have like a little get together where I don't have to be live streaming for you guys to talk. You know, that'd be cool. We need like a, maybe, John, maybe you need to come back by and get the live feed on the shop computer and get that figured out so everybody can be commenting. You know, maybe we can get something on here where people can talk. Wouldn't that be cool? I'll put little speakers up there and we can talk to each other. Have a microphone on the live feed and then I can hang out through YouTube Live. Is that, yeah, something? Shit, do something. Then you guys can be like, hey, what the hell are you doing? Get to fucking work. That'd be cool. All right, guys, I'm getting the hell out of here. It's freaking, it's
no,
like,
because then I'd be confused. Y'all be yelling my name and I wouldn't know who was asking for me.
it's like 9:20 in the morning. I'm sitting here.
Holy crap, we're here early.
We gotta go. All right, guys. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna go take a nap.
We'll be back in a little bit.
All right. See you guys.